Hi, I'm Sean O'Kane with Chip Estimate TV. With me today is Thomas Wong. He's the Director of Business Development, IPG with Cadence Design Systems. Thank you very much for joining us today.
And good morning, and thank you for having me here.
Oh yeah, so Cadence has developed demo platforms that combines your Tensilica processors and Cadence hard IPs in various TSMC process nodes, which is really cool. So what are some of the emerging areas that Cadence and TSMC are collaborating in?
Well, there are a couple of emerging areas that are really popular today, and one of them is IoT, the other one is automotive, and both of them play into the advanced processes TSMC is rolling out, and also the DSP and interface IP that Cadence is rolling out. So there are a lot of good synergy between the two companies in those areas.
Well, you mentioned the automotive space. You've also, and Cadence also developed high-level application software for face detection and also hi-fi audio. And these are all building blocks for the ADAS, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, as well as auto infotainment. So speaking about IoT and the automotive space, there's been, again, a lot of talk around that, and how is Cadence participating in these areas with TSMC?
I think in the IoT space and the automotive space, the technology is a little bit different. In the IoT space, it's more about mature nodes and ultra-low power. So that's where we're collaborating in the 55 nanometer UIP process. For automotive, the two big areas right now in the industry is infotainment and also ADAS. Right. Infotainment is really what you see on the dashboard of a car, and the area that people are designing it right now is very powerful SoC, very much like mobility and smartphone SoC. But on top of that, there's the notion of a hi-fi audio.
Oh, okay.
Right, and this is where the Tensilica processor fits into for that. In the ADAS area, it is really about image sensing and how you process those data. Imagine an ADAS system, right? You have CMOS camera, you have radar, laser, and ultrasound. A lot of input coming in, something has to be done to process them. Right. This is where high performance DSP comes in, which is where Tensilica fits in. And it also plays to the TSMC 16 nanometer, because you do need a 16 nanometer speed performance to process those data in somewhat real time. And what we've done is we've built a demonstration platform that uses the Tensilica processor, has all the interface IP that are in various TSMC process node, 28 nanometer, 16 nanometer, and those can be replaced as new technology comes in. And this is the platform where we deploy the face detection software and the hi-fi audio software.
So TSMC has IP system, an IP system focus. So are there any areas that Cadence is collaborating with TSMC in these new segments?
I think the next level of IP integration, if you can call it that, is the notion of IP subsystem. Traditionally, IP vendors provide interface IP and controllers for the industry protocol. You move from PCI 3 to PCI 4, USB 2 to USB 3 and 3.1 and so on. So those have been the traditional trajectory for IP. But increasingly, because of time to market reason, customers are asking for IP subsystem, where for well-defined application, that they will go to an IP vendor and say, we need all the IP from you for this application. But we also need you to have interoperability testing ahead of time, so that you take the burden of verification and not me, the customer, and that will save me plenty of time. Yeah. So we're moving in that direction for IP subsystem along those lines. And like we mentioned earlier, IoT and ADAS and infotainment are very clearly defined application. You can block diagram out the system, you understand what IP you need, then we'll be doing the work ahead of time to make sure that when customers receive the merchandise from us, it took a lot of the development pressure and testing out of their hands.
Right. Well,
so that's where we're going.
And that's a good space to be in. So Cadence and TSMC have done some really amazing things together. So congratulations on that.
Well,
and I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us today.
Thank you.
At the TSMC OIP 2016 for Mr. Thomas Wong with Cadence Design Systems. My name is Sean O'Kane. We'll see you next time on Chip Estimate TV.